Hello, artists. We're continuing today with our Amy Sherald project, and we're continuing with our shading journey. And today we're moving into our final piece of this project, which is actually drawing ourselves using shading. So here I have a picture of myself as a reference. You guys are going to have a picture of yourselves to draw from as well. And the first thing I'm doing, it's the same thing as when you're drawing a strawberry, drawing a sphere, drawing anything. We want to start with just very loose shading with the side of our pencil, just sketching out the general shape of my face, my body. And as you can see here, like I'm actually getting too detailed already. I'm not following my own advice, and you'll be able to see later in the video when I get a little frustrated because I actually started off with too much detail in the face and then I had to go back and erase it. So don't do what I did here. All right, start with just getting the general shape of the whole entire figure. And a really great thing to do is to use the side of your pencil to sketch out the big shapes, and then you can go back in with the point to get those shapes a little bit more detailed and defined like I'm doing here. It's so much easier to get the shape right if you have a kind of a loose sketch first, then you can go in with more detail later. So here I am using the side of my pencil to add shadow, and I'm looking for the major areas of shadow, the side of the face, the neck. There's a shadow on my shirt there. And, and then of course, this photo doesn't show my whole body, but you're an artist. You can use creative license. If you want to change up what's in the photo, that's definitely okay to do as well. The photo is just for you to look at. It's called a reference. So it's something that you can look at to help you get started, but you can still use your imagination and change things up. So this is step one of creating our portrait. It doesn't look realistic yet. It doesn't have a lot of detail. It's very sketchy, and that's good, right? So this is what I'm talking about, where I'm just getting a little too detailed already in the face, and then I just, and this happens to professional artists. This happens to everybody. All artists, no matter how talented they are, get frustrated with their own work and erase it. So don't feel bad if you're erasing things, or if you're feeling like, oh, I didn't like it, or if you feel like you had to try something a few times. Look, I'm an art teacher, I'm an artist. It happens to me too. So it just means it's part of the creative process. It's part of you figuring out what your piece is going to look like. So this is what your sketch is somewhat going to look like by the end of the first step. And when you have a sketch that is kind of mapped out and shaded in to this point, we're going to start going in with a little bit more detail. All right, artists, it's your turn to take your own photo and create your sketch.